Underconsumption. What is it? Are you doing it? Am I doing it? Let's discuss. Welcome back, everyone. So today's video is going to be an empties video. You can see my little trash can here is very full. This is the trash can that I use to put in makeup, skincare, hair care products that I have used all the way up. Every so often, once it gets full, I come on and do a video and I share if I like the product, if I did use it all the way up, or if I just gave up on it, would I repurchase it? Is it going to be a skip for me? And I thought this would be a good video to pair with the underconsumption trend that I have been seeing going on. I did see my friend Kelly Gooch did a underconsumption video as well, which I thought was really fun to watch, so I'm going to link her video as well. But this is something that I have been seeing on platforms such as TikTok also, where people are kind of going against overconsumption, which is a word that we've been hearing a lot on social media for the last several years. Big makeup collections, and of course I'm coming to you as a full-time beauty YouTuber for the last, I don't know, 7 or 8 years. So I, of course, am someone, you can't see my desk in front of me, it is covered in makeup. I have a very large makeup collection. I review a lot of products. I try out a lot of products. I have definitely played a role in overconsumption over the years as well. But in the last 2 to 3 years here, I have tried to have a shift on my channel and focus on things like project pans, project use ups. I am doing a project use up for 2024. I did a check-in about 2 months ago, so I don't have it on my calendar to do another check-in for a little bit here, but I will be doing another check-in in the next month or so on my project use up. And also really trying to cut back on how much new makeup I'm buying and purchasing, just trying to focus on having a more minimal collection. I say that very, very loosely, being a beauty YouTuber. It's a little bit of a hard mindset to shift out of when you have been doing this for so long and it is intrinsically tied with your job and also your paycheck. You know, for a while there, the videos that were very popular on YouTube was trying out new makeup, talking about new makeup, swatching all the new makeup, putting all the new lipstick shades on, you know, swatching an entire eyeshadow palette on your eyes. So for me, that I have started to see underconsumption trending, to me, it makes me very happy. I've been seeing the response of what people are saying to it as well. Some people are saying this is not, shouldn't be a trend. It's just how people are normally using their makeup in their skincare collections. Some people are saying this is just another term for project pan, which I kind of agree with you on that one. But that is what I wanted to focus on in today's video. And I thought that it would pair nicely to go with an empties video, because this is where I talk to you about, again, the products that I've used up, if I like them, if I've not. I'm really curious to get your feedback as well on the underconsumption trend, if you feel like it's going to stick around for a while, if you think another trend is about to replace it, and if it's something that you do, if you focus on things like project pans, because I know I talked to a lot of you in the comments in my Instagram group chats, and a lot of you who, you know, don't have YouTube channels, you still do project pans on your own at home and you keep track of it. I know some of you who even have like spreadsheets and, you know, you mark your makeup and all of those things. And I think that's so cool. So I would definitely love to hear how you kind of handle your makeup collection, using up your makeup and skincare. And again, what you think of the term underconsumption. Before we jump into all of that, I do want to say that there is a sponsor on today's video. Okay, it's me. It's me. I'm the sponsor. I'm the problem. But today's video is going to be going up on Monday. I think it's July 29th. I don't know, my days are very mixed up right now, but it's going up on a Monday. And today actually starts my 3-year anniversary sale for my brand by Samantha March. By Samantha March is my company that I launched in July of 2021. I was so excited. A lot of people thought I was going to be launching something makeup wise, but it's actually my other passion, which is living your best life, I guess I would say. One of my missions with social media, with writing books, with launching my business is empowering women, and kind of my tagline that I started many years ago, started saying was, start inspired, stay inspired. I created the concept for a lot of these products. I just grabbed out a few to show in the video, but I will of course link the website down below. We do have 30% off site-wide, and you can use the code anniversary2024 to get that 30% off. The only thing it does exclude is apparel, but I do have items on there like hats, beanies, sweatshirts, and that sort of thing. But one of the products here, this is just a goal tracker. My goal tracker came so in handy when I was trying to make a lot of lifestyle changes. When right before I was diagnosed with adrenal PCOS, I was really struggling with weight gain, with bloating, with brain fog, and I really needed something to help me track my goals of like walking a certain amount of steps a day, drinking so much water, you know, making my meals, different things like that. And that is what I really used my goal tracker for. This is a newer product that I just came back out with this. This sold out pretty immediately after we launched. And I recently came out with another week at a glance, and this is for 2024. It says it down here. So the week at a glance, it just goes through the week, and then you can write down your to-do list. I know some other YouTubers and content creators that use this as kind of like their planner. I used to have a specific one for content planning. This one is just kind of the blank one, but you can use it for content planning if you wanted to. I am someone who is very big on writing things down, not necessarily using my computer or my phone. One of the first products that we launched, and one that continues to be an absolute favorite of mine to today, this is the Deck of Healthy Habits. So this is a deck that I created when I was going through some infertility struggles. I was in IVF for a while with my ex-husband before we divorced and I moved. And some days just felt too much for me. Some days just felt too heavy. And I said, I just wanted one thing to focus on, And so that's how I created the Deck of Healthy Habits, because every day or every week or every month, I just go and I could pick one out. Just an example for some of the cards we have: create in the kitchen, enjoy nature, mental health check-in, fitness, write a letter to yourself, a date night, book it. That means a trip. Step outside your comfort zone. I also have the Deck of Daily Gratitude. I have a daily gratitude journal, which I write in every single day. Blank notebooks. We have a variety of products in there to just help you set goals, stay on your goals, and again, start inspired, stay inspired. Sale is kicking off today, so I definitely did want to mention it. So again, you can use the code anniversary2024 at bysamanthamarch.com. Any support that you show, even if it's just sharing, you know, I'll be posting on social media and all of that, but even if you just do a share to let people know that a sale is going on, or if you've tried a product and you've really loved it, if you recommend it to someone, you can also leave reviews on the website, which is so helpful. That to me is so appreciative, because word of mouth is usually a really big way that a small business does their marketing. Also, if you do not know, I'm a published author of 9 novels. All of my novels are on my website. Those are included in the 30% off as well. So this is a great time to grab any books if you've been wanting to read them. My books are also available on Amazon and Audible as well if you prefer to listen to books. I just wanted to mention that sale before we jump into my empties video. Thank you for all the support that you've shown on By Samantha March over these last 3 years. It really does mean so much. And let me show you what I've been using up. Like I said, we have a pretty full trash can here in front of me, but first off, I'm going to start with this one from Drunk Elephant. This is their F-Balm Electrolyte Water Facial Mask with vitamin F microbeads and sodium PCA. So this one says it's a cooling, quenching overnight mask to plump and restore with an electrolyte cocktail while strengthening the skin's acid mantle. Okay, tiny beads loaded with vitamin F, burst during application to deliver extra emollients and soothing hydration. I went through this pretty quickly because I loved it so much. So I do like Drunk Elephant skincare. They do tend to be a little bit pricier, but they have the products that I like the most for them are the ones that I feel like are a little bit more unique. Like I was always a really big fan of their vitamin C, their baby facial. They do have a mask as well that's orange. What is the name of that? Like the bouncy mask. Like I really like that one as well. I think I just mentioned that in a recent favorites video also. But this F-Balm, the electrolyte water facial, this really does feel like you're just like hitting your face with hydration. Typically I did use this at night. When I read like it says like an overnight mask or overnight treatment, like that's when I tend to put it on. But I get it because, you know, you can lose a lot of like hydration and you know, your skin can dry out while you're sleeping, and this really just feels like you're locking everything in before you go to sleep, and then you're able to still wake up and look like you're still moisturized, look like you're still hydrated, instead of waking up like dry as the desert that I live in, okay? But this one was really nice. I like the packaging on it as well. Again, it's Drunk Elephant. It is pretty pricey. Sometimes with me, when it comes to skincare, I get so much skincare. I get more skincare than I get makeup, for sure, when it comes to PR. So sometimes it's a little bit hard for me to repurchase products because I get sent so much and I'm trying so much, and then I do also have my favorites. But this is one of those that I have kind of like spotlighted at Sephora of if I feel like I need another, especially a good overnight moisturizer, this one from Drunk Elephant is going to be a good one. Something that I did already repurchase, this is from Color Wow. This is their Dream Coat Supernatural Spray. So I had the full size of this. Did buy this all the way up, and then I mentioned in my last Ulta haul, I actually got 2 minis because it was like a buy one, get one free. And then I accidentally bought a full size as well. But I was like, it's fine because I go through the Color Wow. I know that this is a good product. This is something that I use on my hair after I shower, and it's one of those that when I ran out of it, I could tell that I wasn't using the Color Wow. My hair just, I felt like looked more dry. It just didn't look as like shiny and vibrant and smooth. It's supposed to help with frizz. I don't really deal with frizzy hair unless I'm in a place that has humidity. Humidity, my hair is like Monica from Friends, let me tell you. But in Vegas, I don't really struggle with it, but still, it was almost like after I ran out of the Color Wow, I could like sense like the frizzies wanted to come. Like they were there, they were like waiting, you know? So the Color Wow just makes a huge difference in my hair care routine. It's one that I make sure not to miss. So I did already use that one all the way up. This one has actually been repurchased for me in the past, maybe even a couple of times, maybe like 2 or 3 times. I've been using this mask since, I mean, I know that I was using this mask in my house that had the red walls. I don't think I had the red walls when I first started, but it was that house, and I moved a house and I moved to Vegas. I've been using this mask for years and I've repurchased it a few times over. This is from Bliss. This is their Mint Chip Mania Cooling and Soothing Ice Cream and Textured Mask. Did it call to me because it has the word ice cream in it? Potentially could be why it called to me, but I don't know if you'll be able to see because obviously I used it all the way up. But this is one, it kind of has like this mint green color to it, and then it looks like it has like chocolate chips or like Oreos or something in it. But it's a nice exfoliating mask. It's also very cooling. This is one that I like to use if I do have acne prone skin. I have dry skin, but also acne prone skin. And if I was really struggling with breakouts, this was one that I just felt could kind of like I want to use the term like cool down my face, but kind of like taper down like some of the redness and things like that. So this is a nice mask. It's also from Bliss. You can grab it at like CVS. That's usually where I would purchase mine from. I think maybe Target as well still carries Bliss, but it's one of those that like, probably if I'm at Target scrolling the aisles, walking through the aisles and I see it, I would throw it into my cart because it is one that I've used consistently through so many years. Some more skincare that I used up is from Peach Slices. This is their Oil Control Pore Serum with niacinamide, zinc pine bark, and green tea. This is to balance, control, and refine for shine-free matte skin. So my skin to me can sometimes be a little bit confusing because again, I mostly do have dry skin, especially living in the desert. My skin went from very oily to very dry after moving here. But then I do still struggle with acne breakouts, which a lot of times can be correlated with more oily skin, you know, clogged pores, excess sebum, and things like that. So I kind of notice when I am struggling with breakouts, which normally are tied to my hormones. I do have adrenal PCOS, and I usually find when I'm kind of struggling that I have like a core set of problems that's going on, and one of those does include breakouts, usually along like my chin and jawline area. When I go through those times, that's when I like to rely on something like this. And this is a really nice product. Once again, Peach Slices, you can find them on Amazon. They're a little bit more affordable. This is one that I feel like can help control if I am dealing with any like excess oil at the time. This is one that's going to help control that. So Peach Slices is definitely a brand that I would recommend. I also like their acne patches. I wouldn't be surprised. Sometimes I don't always include my patches in here because sometimes I just throw them, I throw like the outer layer away, and then I just keep like the actual sticker pad with the sticker. So sometimes they don't make it into my empties bin, but they have really nice ones as well. I repurchase those pretty consistently from Amazon. I do really like the Inky List for skincare, and this is a really nice moisturizer. The Bioactive Ceramide Repairing and Plumping Moisturizer to visibly smooth and firm skin while strengthening the skin barrier. The Inky List you can find at Sephora, and they do have a little bit of a less expensive price point than some of the other skincare brands, especially that can be found at Sephora, you know, in comparison to Drunk Elephant. But I like the Inky List. Currently I'm using like their Oat Cleansing Balm is a really nice one. I know that's been a viral product, but this moisturizer, it was like thick, but it was like thick and hydrating. Again, kind of like locked in all of the moisture on your skin, didn't let it go anywhere. You needed a small amount of product, and because it was so thick, like it was really going to, you know, cover the whole skin and kind of give you that more glowy look. But at the same time, it felt very lightweight. It didn't have like a gel consistency. It really did have that thicker moisturizer, but it was just nice and comfortable on the skin. I was a really big fan of that one from the Inky List. This one has been a repurchase for me multiple times over. This is from City Beauty. This is their Invisicrate Body Balm. I think in probably like my last 3 empties videos, I've had this in here. I've already gotten another one. I do believe the last one I did get it in PR from City Beauty, but this is one, I am on their PR list. I have a discount code with them, which is Samantha M. And I love them, but this is one that I have repurchased myself. Again, probably like 2 or 3 times. This is just one of the best body balms. I say it over and over again. Whenever City Beauty has a sale, I'm always recommending their body balm because it is more of like when you put it on, it's like a moisturizer like mixed with water. Like the balm, it's a really good way to describe it because it is a balm, but it just feels, and your skin like glistens when you put, like I wish I had like a little bit more in here so I could like show you what my skin looks like, but your skin like glistens when you put this on. It's just, It's one of my favorite body moisturizers, has been for years. Again, one that I repurchase continually. And speaking of underconsumption, I'm wondering, because as I'm going through the empties video, you know, obviously I have a lot of skincare in here. Skincare is one of those, like, especially when I'm using a moisturizer, that's what I want to be using until I use it all the way up. And I used to not be that way. That was definitely a mindset shift that I had to go through, because I would literally have like 5 open moisturizers at one time, and I'd be using a different one every single night. And especially when, again, after going through IVF and after really struggling with my skin issues, then, you know, subsequently getting diagnosed with PCOS, I really had to hone in on, like, I can't be trying out so much new skincare all at one time. Like, pick a moisturizer, use it all the way up. Pick a serum, use it all the way up, and then go through it that way. And I feel like that really helped me. And then now, again, just going through like the top layer of my empties bin and seeing so much skincare, it's like, oh yeah, I know that I love this one from Drunk Elephant. I used it every single night. The moisturizer from the Inky List, that's what I was using every single morning. So I'm just wondering, when it comes to skincare, do you have a product that you find yourself going through like quicker than the other ones? Is it a moisturizer? Is it a serum? I'm just kind of curious how your skincare under consumption is going. Body wash in here, and this is a big body wash. This is from Native. This is their Sandalwood and Shea Butter. I actually repurchased this as well. I got another one from Target, and it's a big bottle as well, but it comes more in like a cardboard, like recyclable packaging, which I liked. So I knew that I was getting low on this, and I love, like, sandalwood is one of just like my favorite scents. And when I put it on, especially in like my body wash, I'm just like, I just feel like it's such a vibe. So I saw it at Target, already repurchased it. I really enjoyed this one from Native. I do also use, like, I have their deodorant on right now. It's their like coconut one. So I really like a lot of Native body care products. To keep going with body care, I have a couple here from Kopari. I really like Kopari for their body products, their body care. They have really nice body moisturizers, body scrubs, body washes. This one here is their Ultra Restore Body Butter with hyaluronic acid. This is a really nice size jar, and this was just one of those, again, it's just a body moisturizer that just feels so good on the skin. I don't think it makes the skin glisten like the City Beauty. Like, I'm still gonna say the City Beauty was my favorite, but I've actually gone through a couple of these from Kopari. Again, they are a body care brand, or I mean, they have a wide variety of products, but I've really recommended their body care a lot over the last few years. They also, in here, I have the Tahitian Vanilla Hydrating Body Wash with coconut water, aloe, and sea kelp. This was really nice as well, and it smells so good. It's powered by the ultra quenching coconut water, calming aloe, and antioxidant packed sea kelp. This luxurious body oil will get you squeaky clean while hydrated and soothed. I agree. Definitely, I would check out Kopari if you're looking for anything. Again, they have really like a really nice scrub in the shower that I have. I'm trying to think. It might be the Tahitian one as well, but they have a body scrub in there that I currently have in my shower. A lot of their moisturizers are good. They have some really good SPFs as well. I would definitely recommend those. So trying to see, oh, I think I have another one actually from Kopari. Is this the same one? This is the, is it the same? This is the Tahitian one. Okay, so that was the Ultra Restore Body Butter. This one is the Tahitian Vanilla Ultra Restore Body Butter. So yes, I think it was just like a different like scent to this one, but these from Kopari, clearly I'm a fan of those. Moving over to a couple of makeup products that I see in here. So I do have a couple of mascaras. One is from Tower 28. This is their Making Waves mascara. And then we have the L'Oreal Panorama. I purchased the L'Oreal Panorama recently. I did a Ulta haul maybe like a month ago or so, and I repurchased this one, but I really like the L'Oreal Panorama. I think I bought it for the first time at Target, and then I had a gift card at Ulta, and I was just kind of throwing some things in my cart, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to be without the L'Oreal Panorama. And I believe this is the one that I took to when I went on a 10-day trip to Chicago and also Iowa. Is this when I wore my brother's wedding? No, I think in my brother's wedding I wore the Rare Beauty, but that whole time that I was in Iowa and like getting ready for the wedding and all of those things, I was wearing the L'Oreal Panorama. Really nice mascara and nice and affordable. And then we also have the Tower 28 Making Waves. This is an interesting mascara to me because when I first tried it, I was really not a fan of it. Like, I was like, and then I ended up really liking it. So this one I think has been in my empties bin for a while because I think I'd gotten it right before I went to Ireland, and I took it on my Ireland trip with me. Oh yeah, this is like, oh, she be done. So I think it's been in here for a minute. But I ended up liking this one. I don't think that it made my lashes look as, like, I have very basic, boring lashes, you know, so sometimes I want a mascara like the L'Oreal Panorama, really makes them darker, really makes them longer. The Tower 28, I thought it gave like a nice curl to it, like it's like the Making Waves, like the curl of a wave. I do wish that it maybe just made my lashes like a little bit darker, maybe a little bit fuller, but it gave them a nice doll-like look. And again, I was wearing this on my Ireland trip and we were doing like some crazy things, like some intense hikes, and you know, it was raining and like the wind was really crazy and the Tower 28 wasn't moving. So to me, it's important to have a mascara that doesn't transfer on me. Big fan of that. So I used that one all the way up. Out of those, again, like I said, I already repurchased the L'Oreal. I don't know if I would necessarily repurchase the Tower 28. I feel like when it comes to high-end mascaras, I'm typically repurchasing the like Rare Beauty, the Lawless Beauty. Those are kind of the ones that I always go back to. I do have a brow pencil in here, and this is from IT Cosmetics. This is their Brow Power. I believe this one is in my Project Use Up, right? So I should probably put this to the side. But this is the Brow Power, and this is a fabulous brow pencil. But I was saying when I put this in my Project Use Up that to me this was like the never-ending brow pencil. I was like, I can't go through this. I was using it so much. You have the spoolie on one side, and then you do have a thicker brow pencil on the other. I believe my shade was just in taupe. Universal Taupe was the shade. But I could just do my brows so fast with this one. They looked good every time, and this was such a long-lasting brow pencil. If you are someone you find yourself going through brow pencils a lot, try this one from IT Cosmetics and like let me know what you think. And it was funny because when I mentioned it in that Project Use Up video, so many people were like, yeah, I just can't go through the one from IT Cosmetics. This is definitely one. This is a good reminder to me that I should just purchase another one. I do have some favorite brow products. Like I really like the ones from Benefit, Precisely My Brow, Goof Proof. I like the Lawless Beauty. I repurchased that a lot. I've really been liking the ones from Covergirl. I think, I just have a brow gel in today. This is from Milk Makeup. Like, speaking of underconsumption, I barely have any makeup on today. I went for a hike this morning and then just like went out to lunch. Wasn't really planning to do anything today besides like I just unpacked from my trip to Iceland. I was gonna do some laundry and like clean up a little bit. I go to Rome next week, so I was gonna try to like pack. So I had very light makeup on, but then I decided to film and I was like, well, I feel like this makeup look kind of makes sense for an underconsumption video, if you will. But that was a good reminder. I wish I would have purchased that when I did my Ulta haul. I would really like to have that brow pencil back, so I'm gonna buy another one. Okay, I do see some eye masks in here. I don't do eye masks a ton, so I must have been really feeling some type of way when I wore these. I've definitely been traveling a lot in 2024. I feel like my underconsumption with like makeup and skincare has just gone to like the cost of plane tickets. But from Wander Beauty, this is their Baggage Claim Rose Gold Eye Masks. I have a handful of these. Masks aren't something I do a ton at home, but I was just talking about, I posted an Amazon haul recently from Prime Day, and I did purchase some collagen sheet masks, and I said that I'm liking to take like eye masks or sheet masks on my travels with me. You know, your skin can get super dehydrated on a plane, especially I'm doing some pretty long plane rides. I've been to Ireland this year, Barbados, Iceland, and I still have Greece and Rome coming up. Like those are some pretty long flights. When I went to Iceland, I was on a 10-hour flight to Amsterdam. I think same when I went to Ireland, I was 10 hours to Amsterdam as well. So your skin, I just try to make sure to put a little bit of extra focus into my skincare game. You know, I'm 37, so I don't have the youngest skin. I don't have the most mature skin, but I don't have the youngest skin anymore. So try to take care of it the best I can. Some more skincare in here from Versed. Oh, this is an SPF. This is their Guards Up Daily Mineral Sunscreen with 15.2% zinc oxide. Okay, so this is near the bottom, but I feel like I can remember not loving this one. Right? I feel like I didn't necessarily love this one. It's not sticking out to me, but if I have a sunscreen that I don't necessarily love for my face, either it breaks me out or leaves a white cast, or for whatever reason I'm just not digging it, I will still continue to use it and use it on like my neck and my hands and other areas like that. Again, when it comes to skincare, I really try to put a focus on my neck and my hands as well. I feel like you can usually tell that my hands are a different color than like my arms, because I'm always trying to put sunscreen on if I'm going outside for a walk, especially if I'm going driving, you know, anything like that. I'm always trying to make sure to put sunscreen on my hands, again, also my neck. So I didn't necessarily love that one from Versed, but I did use it all the way up. Another sunscreen that I really do enjoy, and I have repurchased this one, this is from Summer Fridays. It's their Shade Drops, the Broad Spectrum SPF 30 Mineral Milk Sunscreen. This just leaves such a pretty glow on the skin. It's not tinted at all, but it leaves a very just like you've been in the sun type of glow. It's so pretty. My friend at Ashley actually was using this one and she loved it so much she went out and bought it herself. I think I tried it for the first time. When did it come out? Maybe like 3 years ago. I repurchased it once and I've gone through another one. I had another SPF in here. This one is from Innis Free. This is their Daily UV Defense Sunscreen. I really liked this one. This one to me was kind of like a mix between like a moisturizer and an SPF. This was Broad Spectrum SPF 36. I kind of liked that it felt hydrating yet lightweight, and then it was also an SPF all in one. I feel like I went through this one really quickly from Innis Free, and it was a nice sunscreen. Listen, I don't play around when it comes to my SPF. I always be putting my sunscreen on. It's important to me to find good ones, and that one from Innis Free I really did enjoy. Do you have a favorite sunscreen? This is another one from Peach Slices. This is their Snail Rescue Blemish Busting Toner with 95% snail mucin to clarify and strengthen for even clear skin. I really did like this toner. Again, I like a lot from Peach Slices. You can check them out on Amazon, like I said. But snail mucin is a pretty popular product. The Cos RX is actually going viral right now. I've seen on TikTok. Not the snail mucin, that is. That one's really popular, but they have like a peptide serum, and that one's like going crazy viral at the moment. But snail mucin is supposed to be really good for the skin. So Peach Slices, not that Cos RX is super, super pricey, but I think Peach Slices and this one is going to be a little bit more of an affordable option if that's something that you want to try out. From First Aid Beauty, we have their 10% vitamin C brightening serum. I really like this one. I like a lot of products from First Aid Beauty. They're kind of geared towards people with sensitive skin, which I do have sensitive skin as well. So I tend to like a lot of their products. I like their body care products. I like their skincare products. And the vitamin C was a serum I really liked. I did just repurchase a vitamin C from Amazon Prime Day. This one was the Goodall, the vitamin C dark spot serum. So vitamin C is really nice, again, for dark spots, like hyperpigmentation, and just kind of like evening out the skin tone in general. So if you're looking for a good one, I did like this one from First Aid Beauty. Like the packaging, because you want to make sure that it's not being like exposed to like light or anything like that. One from First Aid Beauty, this is their Ultra Repair Firming Collagen Cream. I have this in basically every single empties video since like, I don't even know, 7 years ago, whenever I started YouTube. I love this one. So this is a really nice facial moisturizer. It just feels different when you put it on the skin. Like you can tell, and it just makes my skin like light, and it almost feels like bouncy yet firmer at the same time. This is one that I initially received it in PR, and I went on to just keep buying it. Continue to still repurchase it if I ever do get it like in PR from First Aid Beauty. I'm like, mine. Like I share a lot of my skincare, I share a lot of my makeup products, but there's a few things that when they come in, I'm like, mine, because I repurchase that one over and over. Another product that I have from Versed, this is their Dew Point Moisturizing Gel Cream. So this has green tea extract and aloe leaf juice. This was one that I thought was fine. I typically don't gravitate towards more like gel based moisturizers. I usually, again, probably because I have dry skin, I like something that's like a little bit thicker and a little bit more hydrating. If that's something that you prefer, you might still like this one from Versed. It just wasn't particularly a favorite of mine. And then some hair care products that I see. One is from Oribe. This is their Hair Alchemy Resilience Shampoo. I use a lot of Oribe products because my hair salon uses a lot of Oribe products. So if I'm running out, I typically just buy them there. And sometimes they send me home with either like a sample or, you know, like a mini size of a product or something like that. But Oribe, I really like a lot of their products. And this one was a good one. I still have the conditioner in my shower. I also used up a little mini. This is from Briogeo. This is their Mascara Milk Reparative Leave-In Conditioning Spray. Really do like this one. Again, I have been pretty faithful to the Color Wow for a while now, but I do still like a lot of Briogeo products. I like that one, and I like the little mini because I was taking it with me on some of my travels. I also really like their deep conditioning mask. They have like the charcoal scrub that I think is really good. So I do like Briogeo, and I tend to be pretty loyal to them. And then lastly, I do have one more makeup product, and this is from Charlotte Tilbury, the Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Powder. I had the shade 2 Medium. If you've been with me for a bit, you would know that I had like just a little tiny ring around the outside, and I like was refusing. Like, speaking of underconsumption, you know, this is something that Kelly pointed out in her video too, of people showing, you know, products that they've hit pan on, showing eyeshadow palettes that they've had for 8 years. Think of Ashley still using that one from Too Faced. Oh, it was one of the first palettes that I ever got back in my blogger days, and that was the palette that she was still using. Like, she loves like the Urban Decay Naked, which apparently the OG is coming back, but also people showing like broken compacts, but like, this is how I repressed the powder. That's what I was already in the spirit of underconsumption. I remember taking this to Ireland with me in January, but one day I dropped it. I dropped it and it shattered beyond, like, there was nothing I could do about it. Like, repressed it just wasn't gonna work out. So I did end up repurchasing this one. I love the Charlotte Tilbury powder. It's one of my favorites. It's one that I always have in my collection. I actually repurchased a mini, and I just keep it in my clutch with me, and I always have it for like on the go touch-ups. I love it so much. But this was one definitely, like, again, kind of tying the whole video in with the underconsumption. that to me, like the Charlotte Tilbury, I was going to use every little last bit of that one. But my last question when it comes to underconsumption that I want to ask, because I love getting your feedback and I love reading through the comments, is kind of focuses more on makeup. And that is, do you have a product that you feel like you go through super quickly? For me, it's usually like brow pencils. Or do you have a specific product, kind of with me with the Charlotte Tilbury, where it's like, you want to take the stopper out, you want to repress the product, like you don't want to get rid of that old palette. I would love to hear if you have anything like that in your collection. But I hope you enjoyed seeing an empties video and seeing some of my reviews on these products and what I've already repurchased, having a discussion about underconsumption, how you feel about it. Make sure to check out by Samantha March this week for our anniversary sale. Thank you so much for all of your support on my brand. You can get 30% off with the code anniversary in 2024. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.